In the early 19th century, in the quiet, isolated hills of Tennessee, there existed a terrifying tale that would haunt generations. A story of eerie whispers in the night, unseen forces that tormented a family, and a sinister spirit that left a lasting legacy. This is the haunting of the Bell family, and it remains one of the most terrifying and mysterious paranormal events in American history. Located in the small, remote community of Adams, Tennessee, the Bell family lived in a modest farmhouse surrounded by thick woods. But what seemed like an ordinary rural life would soon become anything but normal. John Bell, a prosperous farmer, and his wife, Lucy, were raising their children when something inexplicable began to happen. It began with strange noises. Late at night, the family would hear loud knocks, scratching sounds, and even chains being dragged across the floor. At first, the Bells thought it was just the house settling or perhaps an animal outside, but soon the noises became too loud, too purposeful, and too terrifying. One night, a more sinister event occurred. While the Bell family sat together in their living room, a strange, invisible force began to push and pull at their bodies. Objects moved on their own, and an apparition was seen, an unnatural, shadowy figure that seemed to be watching them. The spirit, which would later be known as the Bell Witch, had made its presence known. The disturbances escalated quickly. Members of the Bell family, especially Lucy, began to suffer violent attacks. Invisible hands seemed to choke, slap, and pinch them. One of the worst incidents involved Lucy Bell, who was violently grabbed by an unseen force, her throat tightening as if being strangled. The family was desperate for answers, but no one could explain the horrors they were facing. Things grew darker still. The Bell Witch began to speak, and not just to the family. Its voice was heard echoing throughout the house, sometimes whispering threats, and other times mocking the family. The spirit claimed to be the soul of a woman who had been wronged by John Bell's ancestor, seeking revenge for a past injustice. But it wasn't just talk. The spirit was becoming bolder. The voice was heard by multiple people, even those who didn't live on the farm. Among all the family members, it was John Bell who suffered the most. The Bell Witch seemed to have a particular focus on him, tormenting him relentlessly. It was said that John Bell's health began to deteriorate, his body weakened by the spirit's constant attacks. Friends and neighbors who witnessed his decline were horrified, for they could see that something unnatural was at play. Then came the night that John Bell fell into a coma-like state. He had been poisoned, and the Bell family believed it was the work of the spirit. They found a vial of poison near his bedside, and though no one could explain how it got there, it was clear that John Bell had been cursed. On December 20th, 1820, John Bell passed away, his body ravaged by the torment of the Bell Witch. The death left the entire community stunned and fearful. Before leaving the Bell family for good, the Bell Witch made one final promise. It would return. Though the haunting seemed to end with John Bell's death, the spirit's influence lingered for years in the area. Many believe the Bell Witch still haunts the land today, though the mystery of its true identity remains unsolved. To this day, the Bell Witch's legacy lives on. Tourists visit the Bell Witch Cave in Tennessee, hoping to witness something paranormal. And many still ask the same question. What truly happened to the Bell family? Was it a restless spirit seeking revenge? Or was it something far darker, an entity beyond comprehension? The Bell Witch haunting remains a chilling mystery. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, one thing is certain: some stories are too strange, too terrifying to ever be explained. The Bell family's curse serves as a reminder that in the deepest shadows, there may be something watching, waiting